Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast. I'm Raj.
I'm Mick.
I'm back. You're back.
He's back.
We're back. I don't know, that's it. That's all I have. What's going
a
on?
week, innit? Night, man. Chilling, innit? It's later than usual, but I do feel like I got a bit of energy.
It is later than usual, but it feels like it's been a while because it has.
Yeah, because
we missed last week, and
1 week is like it's a minute, man.
it is because I messaged you the other day and I was like, bro, I feel like I haven't spoken to you, man. Because normally we're so used to speaking at least once a week for an hour at least. And then when
you feel like,
brother, that's been going on for over a year now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is mad.
Mm-hmm.
That's madness.
It's been mad. It's funny, isn't it? When you speak to someone every day, then you don't speak to them for 7 days. That's like an eternity.
It is. This is the bromance right here, man.
Exactly.
But what's are you good? Are you okay?
I'm good.
Are you well?
Everybody good, man. You're not well.
I'm not. You can hear it, innit? I sound like a fucking train conductor, bruv.
Yeah.
The service from 1,700 hours is now...
It's like that. Do you know what it is? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For all our listeners, for all of you who can breathe comfortably out of both nostrils, just be happy right now and take a moment to think that you are blessed. Because it's not nice, bruv, when one of your nakuris, yeah? I don't know if they're called nakuris, but you know, when I used to be young, I used to get nosebleeds a lot. So they used to say nakuri fuiti daddy. Have you ever heard that?
Nah. I've heard nakura.
Nakura must be plural then, isn't it?
Yeah, it must be.
One of my nakuris, bruv, is closed for business, bruv. It's not working. It does not work. It's the left one.
Is it just completely closed? Just won't stay.
It's like, nah, I didn't.
You like
Band. Guy, nothing going in, nothing coming out, bro. No air.
Oh man, that's mad. I know what you mean. It just even when you do get a little bit of opening, it closes up again.
It's like what's it called? Kulja Aladdin's cave, bro. It opens for a minute and then it's closed again.
It's gone. Finished.
So I don't know, man. It's not a good experience, and it's been going on for a while. So hopefully, I feel like it's coming to the end of it, but I'm going to be sounding a bit more nasally than usual in today's episode. So
adds to the experience for the listener.
It adds to the ambiance.
Yeah. Switching it
up. Actually, before we get into things, by the time this episode goes out, we have 8 days. You, the listener, have 8 days to get some Bruvcast merchandise in time for Christmas. We have sweatshirts, we have mugs, various different designs and styles. We have had some purchases, which is great. So thank you those that have taken the time and found the things that you like. Great to see that. There is still time left, 8 days as of today. We've actually now put free delivery, so this is going to be even more reason to get on there and get them ordered, get them in time, make your gakko happy. Not make your gakko hate you, make your gakko happy. Maybe he'll hate you, but most likely he'll be very happy. It's crazy because we're all gakas now, bro. Like when in my mind, when I say gakko, I'm imagining someone that's considerably older than me. But I am a gakko. So are you, bro. We're all gakas now.
Yeah.
So make your gakko happy. Get them a gift. Go to bruvcastpod.com and you can see everything there. All right, let's get into it, man. What happened? What did I miss last week? Because we were meant to do an episode, bruv, while I was out, but
still had gas issues, innit? His plumbing wasn't right.
Literally, bruv. His plumbing, not in
all his pipes.
Yeah, his pipes. My nose was murked out, brother. In a pipe, but I blocked it, bro.
Yeah, he had SGN issues. He had Southern Gas or whatever it is.
Gas, bro.
Southern Gas Network.
I was hoping that you'd be able to get it out. I was just like out there and thinking maybe it's
just hoping.
Just hope, but then
anticipation.
It's okay, man.
It was going to, but then the gas came.
The gas.
And then
when gas comes, you don't know, innit? You don't know how long it's going to last.
Yeah.
And you don't know the repercussions.
Any problem anyone has in life, my dad puts it down to, bro, let's check this, Any problem you have, whether it's to do with your body or a radiator, or something outside of your body, it's always there's air trapped in it. Even though the air is not trapped in the radiator, yeah? When the boiler goes or when the heat is not working, there's air in there. Yeah? And then, or it's like, if you're saying around your body, bro, yeah, it must be gas. Must have gas in your head. You got a headache? Gas. You got stomachache? Must be gas. Bro, yeah?
Is that what he literally says?
All the time, man. That I went around a few weeks ago, and the heating, which was working fine, suddenly stopped working, and he was traipsing around with his radiator key, and he was like, "There's air. There's a bit of air trapped in the radiator, but there's no air. There's water was flowing. Yeah,
yeah. When you turn the key, it comes out, innit?
Yeah. Once the water comes, there's no air. Yeah. Sometimes, have you ever had a radiator where there's air and it's shitloads of it? And it just whistles.
Yeah, it whistles.
And then it starts dripping because that's when the water's.
That's when
the air's gone.
You've bled it, right?
I was like, Dad, you're this bloody thing was flowing like the Niagara, bro. Yeah, and I was like, Dad, close the thing. There's no air. He goes, yeah, look, can you hear it? I was like, no, there's no air. Once the water flows, there's no air. Anyway, but yeah.
Did you then did radiators work then, or they were already working when you got there?
They were working, and I think he did something. He was trying to tweak them. Bro, he tinkers with a lot. Yeah, he tinkers more than Claudio Ranieri, bro. Yeah.
I just feel like when you're retired, bro, you're just looking for something in it, something to occupy your time.
It's not that. He's always been one of those people. Like, I remember when we used to have people over. If he had a new hi-fi system or something, or new surround or something like that, right? Mm. Or you remember like when you used to watch cricket?
Yeah.
When you watch cricket, he'd always get up, and if everything's working fine, he'd always get up and no, nothing barabar. He'll tweak, and then it'll fuck up completely, and no one can watch anything. Yeah, that's what always you'd have to watch whatever you're meant to be watching in peace with my dad in front of it, bro. Yeah, either tweaking with the wires or something.
The sound isn't right.
Sound isn't right, and I'm like, just leave it alone. Yeah, and then he gets so bad, he'll break it so bad, he'll be like, yeah, help karta thodi, amati cover party. Yeah, it's like, no, man, that's it. But yeah, going back to the gas, that's why we didn't get anything out.
That's a standard thing.
It's cool. It's good to have a break.
It is good to have a break. I mean, I don't know how our listeners felt about it because we did get a few messages, questions and concerns. Thank you for those. We were fine and healthy. Well, partially healthy, I guess.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
It does. Bro. Also makes the heart wander.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So I hope we didn't lose listeners because they're like, listen to another podcast.
It only takes 1 week.
I know what it is. Consistency is key with this stuff, man. Yeah. So
with anything, though, no?
Yeah, with anything, man, for sure. So it's great. We got like Creator Unwrapped. So everyone's getting Spotify Unwrapped, like at the moment. But we receive one as podcasters. Still feels weird, like bare imposter syndrome saying that we're podcasters. But anyway, we get one saying Podcasters Unwrapped. And that's what we posted in our story yesterday. So it's great to see the stats, man. It's great to see that we have a sizable following and people listening. So thank you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for engaging with us. This is a community. If we weren't getting any of that, then we would just walk away from this. And that's the truth. And that's the only thing that's kept us going after our experimental 10 episodes. So please continue to support us. Please continue to give us feedback and the comments, the input, everything that's kind of really helped take our episodes to that next level. Because I feel like, especially recently, we've had quite a lot of listener stories. And just from seeing how the stats are doing on those, it does seem like those are resonating. So keep them coming, keep them anonymous, keep them coming, and we will definitely share the struggle and find the funny from what you send to us. So on that note, what's the struggle, bruv?
What is a struggle, brother? I've got a few.
All right, come on then. Did you want to just do one in this episode, or do you want to see if we can try and bundle a couple win?
Let's do a couple. I mean, have you got one?
I've got two. They're two that are semi-related to me being out last week.
Yeah.
But let's see how it goes, man. We could easily roll these into another episode. Bruv, we never finish on time, so let's just see how far.
Mine are two quick burners.
Okay,
and they're recurring ones.
All right.
Yeah. So maybe we'll start with mine, and then we can
go.
Roll with yours, brother. Yeah.
Shallow.
So it's since I've come back from holiday a few weeks ago, right? There's been a change in the structure of how we make our beds, bro. Yeah?
For fuck's sake. Oh my God, just, bro.
Yeah, bro. Me and my elders were just, bro. Yeah, in the way we did it.
Pillows on top, yeah.
Yeah, but I think she's regressing. Something's changed.
Oh, really?
Bro. Yeah. So sometimes it's pillows on top. Sometimes it's, she gets a bit creative where she done the bed up, but you know how you fold the bed back?
Oh, yeah. The old fold. Yeah, I know the fold.
Yeah. And then it's pillows underneath. And there's been days, bro, yeah, where there's no bed made at all, bro. Yeah. I'm like, this is so inconsistent. It's like you can't call it. So when I drop them off at school, I do the daily inspection. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Before you're dropping them, before you leave the house, when does this inspection happen?
Sometimes if I've got time before I go down, yeah, I do it beforehand, or we can have a chat in the car. If not, then it's always on the way home. So always after I've dropped them off.
But there's always a daily inspection, without fail.
9 times out of 10, there's a daily inspection. Sometimes these days, when you're confident where something has arrived or something's been done, you just need to pop your head in. It's done. It's done before you even pop your head in. You just know. Bro, imagine this. Yeah.
You don't even step into the room. You just put your head by the door and be like, yes, catch.
It's a drive-by. So imagine doing this. Yeah, you're driving by. Yeah, and you pop to see if Chandrakan is home because he's always home, bro. Yeah, and he's not there, bro. Yeah, the bed wasn't there, man. I popped my head in. I went in and out, and I was like, oh, what? It wasn't a good sight, man. And I just left it. I didn't say anything. I thought next day it was done. Then the next day it wasn't. Then it was pillows underneath. And then I had to have a word, innit? I was like, look, everything okay? Yeah, everything okay? Is everything okay? He goes, yeah, why? I was like, you haven't been making the bed properly lately. Yeah. Why is it not made?
Has there been any other inconsistencies going on in the behavior?
Nah.
Is she going through some kind of developmental?
Maybe. I think so. I think there is a bit of sass.
Sass is coming. Through. Yeah. You messaged me about this.
The sass is coming through in the mornings. Yeah. Because but I also think a lot of it's down to not having enough time because she's obviously tired because she's doing a lot more than she probably was 6 months ago. Yeah. But that's not an excuse, man. Consistency is key. All right.
Oh, that's why you're fucking saying it. I was like, I said it. Hello, bro.
Bro, yeah. It is. Look, you got to start them early, innit? At the end of the day, yeah. My wife thinks I'm being too hard, yeah, but I just like
that's because she don't make her bed, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And what was her excuse? I'm the one who gets up before you. Yeah, that's what. Do you know what? I need to stop. You know why? Because I think there's going to be an inspection of, what do you call it? Vetting of these episodes, man, pretty soon.
It's going to be.
Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, so that's one of my struggles. So I'm trying to work through that at the moment. Yeah, that's what problems are, bro.
But then what about the youngest?
No, there's not. We've turned the corner with her.
So it's like a seesaw.
Well, the thing is, we got rid of. We obviously Facebook Marketplace, isn't it? Yeah, shout out. Yeah,
but why are you shouting, bro? Man, they're not giving us anything, bro.
I know, bro. It's cash, isn't it? Anyway, Ramdial came to pick up our. Someone bought a bed and someone bought one. Yeah. Well, imagine this on a Sunday, selling a bed, yeah? But it's a bed where you can't just take it apart and leave it by the door, yeah?
Why?
Ready for the person. Because it was that bunk bed.
Oh, shit.
In a bunk bed for him. So we sold it, but it's one of those ones where you need the person to come and see it in situ.
Oh my god!
And this guy obviously, but he was quick. He was a builder anyway. He took it apart very quickly, took it down, and I helped him, and then that was gone. So then we got a proper bed for my little one.
Yeah.
And today, when I walked, like for the first 3 days, she didn't do it. Yeah.
But for her, do you, when you're doing your daily inspection, do you step to under?
Oh no, the whole body goes inside because I know, man. I know what I'm dealing with.
Bro.
Actually, hey, you know what? I step inside.
Okay.
But and I know it's always, that's consistent. She's consistent. That's why I have to step inside consistently to make sure it's all done. But not only is she consistent with that, she's consistent with changing the nightie she wears every day. Yeah, so it's like the old ones are just scattered everywhere. Yeah, all over. She wants to be
fresh, man. Fresh in fresh PJs.
That's fine, man. That's fine, isn't it? I'm here, isn't it? Don't worry. Yeah,
Dobby.
Yeah. Anyway, today though, in the morning, I went in there with, obviously, before, because I had some time to do the inspection. Obviously, put it all back together. Yeah, she had made the bed, bro.
Oh,
I said, who made the bed? So
and was it made properly?
Yeah, it was made like. I was like, okay, yeah, okay. And then I went the other one, and it is like a seesaw, bro. It's a seesaw. So tomorrow, I think I will get the mother of all surprises, bro. Yeah, where 2 are made. Yeah, but the third won't be
2. But that's what's the likelihood of you having both of them done? Because normally one is done and one is not done, right?
Bro, the likelihood is, I think I'm looking at 90%, bro, for 2 to be done.
Wow.
90%, bro. But the mother still won't. Yeah. But if you don't see me next week, yeah, holla.
You're not going to listen to it in that much time, man.
Yeah,
she'll listen to it before they have to come on for their episode, which is hopefully coming soon. Hopefully this side of the year, we can do it for maybe we can do a Christmas special. I don't know. I don't want to make no promises because we haven't consulted with them. They'll be like, why are you making promises? Why are you making promises that we can't keep?
And then my second one.
All right, come on.
So last week on the weekend, we had family. We had the whole fam over.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sisters, my sister, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and their partners, and obviously the rents. Yeah. And we're talking about dishwasher.
Okay.
And I like to rinse my plates clean. Yeah.
Before loading.
Before I put them in. Yeah. I just do it. Yeah. And obviously, these days, there's sensors in these new dishwashers which can sense how dirty they are.
Okay.
I know this, man. I know this, yeah. And I know everyone's going to say you're wasting water, whatever. But these are heavily soiled dishes, right?
Yeah, but you have to take, if there's like a piece of mutter on there, you don't want the mutter getting stuck inside. It's not going to...
The thing is, well, you're not meant to anyway because it's meant to clean anyway, right? Yeah. But I still do it anyway because back in the day, the old dishwashers, you had to...
It's muscle memory.
You had to rinse them. No, I didn't. I mean, I just do it. Yeah. At the end of the day, I've seen the old, the OGs. Yeah. Like my fool has an OG. Yeah, with a dishwasher. Yeah. Obviously, he's using the new model like he used to use the old one. Yeah. Where he rinses everything.
That's like when your dad starts driving a car and he forgets that the power steering isn't the old fucking one that you had to use 5 hands to steer it, bro.
Yeah, Bob. You have your hands, your wife's hands, and your kids' hands all turning at the same time.
Left my allow.
To you, to me. So, and then I'm standing there, and there's 3. There's obviously the family, the fam, innit?
Oh, so you have an audience.
I have an audience, yeah, and they see me rinsing, and my sister says, "You're not meant to rinse them. You're wasting water. It defeats the purpose." Well, she's been using the dishwasher for 2 minutes, man. Shut up, yeah. Right, and they were like, and what they said had logic in it, but I'm also listening to a person who's just loaded my dishwasher, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Bro, if your wife, if G saw how this dishwasher was loaded, or if Nish saw how this dishwasher was loaded, the person who made the dishwasher will be spinning in their fucking grave, bro. If they are in the grave. It was bad, so obviously I had to go correct everything, innit? But then I wanted to point out something because I didn't at that point.
Weren't you loading it?
No, as in she initially loaded it. My sister initially loaded it.
Oh, okay. And so she did the first round.
Do you know you get a tray at the top?
Yes.
Of the dishwasher for your cutlery?
Yes. No, Amaru to niche, bro.
Basket. You got the basket in it, yeah. But you get
there's a tray at the top, and it's like got these things that flip down.
And, yeah. So you got your. There's a third tray now, right?
Okay.
So if you haven't got the basket to put your cutlery in, you've got a shelf which rolls out, obviously, just like the other two do, yeah. Mm-hmm. And you slot these cutlery pieces in.
Okay.
Instead of slotting them in neatly, imagine this is just that. It's just all pataro, bro. Yeah, it's just a pataro across the top. Yeah, as if you know how you just dash it in there.
Yeah. That's kind of how
So I started to clean, and that's when I was told you're not meant to rinse them. You're wasting water. But let me ask you a question. Yeah, that if you don't rinse them, right, and there's all that food stuck on it, fair enough, it will get cleaned. Where does the food go?
If you don't rinse them,
if you don't rinse it every day,
down the drain, innit? And then your drains get blocked.
And in the filter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So. But if you know what the thing is, I didn't have it in me at that point. Yeah, I was like, you know what, long. Yeah, I was like, let me just get on with this. But I was thinking, I bet you, when that filter light comes on to say clean your filter, bruv. Yeah, they know everything about the dishwasher, bruv. Yeah, they know everything. Yeah, what you're meant to rinse, what you're not meant to rinse. But what about when the filter light comes on? Who's rinsing that, man?
Yeah, that's you. That's you, bro. No, that's you. Dishwasher, washing machine. Any of the Gandhara dirty gum, bruv. That's your job, man.
That was it. Those are my two struggles, man. They were very quick, but...
So, your sister was loading it originally, and then you intervened, and you carried on loading it. That's how it happened.
Because I saw how it was being done.
Oh, you stepped in.
Yeah, I had to show how it's done.
And then it was...
And she said to me... So I did a test on that as well, actually. So I left 2 spoons... You know when you got a takeaway, I left 2 spoons unrinsed, and you know you got the thick kind of masala that stuck.
Did you put like a white lab coat afterwards to just do a comparison?
The next day, I sent her a photo of those 2 spoons, and I said, "Look, but it wasn't loaded properly." There's always an excuse. No. I said, "Nah, man,
checkmate." So the one that was washed properly was the one that you rinsed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You're a seasoned loader now, man.
You know, but the thing is, if I had done that and my wife had seen me, I'd get hated for it. Yeah.
I think there's different rules apply when the husband does something compared to anybody else.
Yeah. Right.
And the husband does anything, even if it's marginally incorrect. But gan marriage, bro, 100%. Johnny best. My gun you bro, yeah, with a fucking melon, bro, smacking it like you're a horse, bro.
They'll be in the next room, bro. Yeah, not even in your eye line. Yeah, they can't even see what you're doing, and you've done something wrong. And
marginally, it's not 100% wrong. It is slight deviation from how they like to do it, and then it's like, nah. But then in those situations, the dishwasher, the rojnu chair, bro. For me, I'm just like, I don't. Sometimes I do get the standover.
Yeah. Oh, the standover.
The standover while you're loading, and I'm like, there's other things that you can do here instead of watching me fucking load the dishwasher, man.
This is too much pressure.
It's pressure. And then you know what? For me, I make more of a mistake when I know that someone's watching. Anything in life, bro. Yeah. If I'm typing, if I'm doing something, if I'm reading, whatever it is. If it's an activity that I should be doing independently, and all of a sudden I know I'm being observed, I don't know why, but I get pressure, bro, yeah? And then I make a mistake, and then bro, I'll start putting the dishes on my head, bro.
Stop putting in the bathtub. You know why? They're waiting. They're waiting to pounce, bro. Even when when you're like, have you ever had this thing where you're typing an email that concerns both you and your wife?
No, bro. Are you okay? Go on.
And you make a typo, and you know you've made a typo. You've left it because you're going to go back to it. You spelled that wrong. Yeah, I'm just trying to get what's in my head out, and then I'll go back and correct all the words. At least they're there. You spelled that wrong. That's not how you do that. Move. Let me do it. Let me do it.
Exactly. No, why are you saying it like that? No, you're not saying it the right. Why don't? You're so abrupt. You're so abrupt.
And then it's like what do you mean kind regards? Just say thank you. No need to say kind regards. Like it gets to that level, bro. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? Do you want to do it? It's like when you're driving. Oh, you're driving so slow, man. You're driving too fast. Wait, I didn't put my seatbelt on.
I have the same thing. Right. It's for us. It's also when you're on the phone. When you're on the phone with someone, and it's a matter that concerns the two of you, put it on loudspeaker. I want to hear it. I want to hear it as well, and then put it on mute so I can give you feedback during the call of what you should say next. I'm like, why don't you just take the call then?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to be back for the next week. Fans, listeners, not fans, listeners, we hope that, you enjoy this 1 week, and then maybe next week it'll be them, innit? They'll be like, just debunking all this shit that we've said.
There's always something that I've probably missed out in it. The key information. There's always two sides to the story, guys. So, but yeah, that was it, man. That was those are the two struggles, and I'm sure they'll be back. But anyway, what was going on with you?
So last week I was out on a holiday. I thought I'd get some. We would get some family time in the sun before everything starts to go like 0 degrees out here. So we went to Dubai, and it was good. It was nice to like get out there and be in the sun and all that. But we were sick. Me and Guggen were sick pretty much the entire time we were there. And it was like I think it was 2 days before we were flying out. The little one had like some chest issue. So then we took, and it was like breathing. The breathing was like not normal. So then we went to A&E, had to get like inhaler, all of that stuff. Bruv, there's some weird shit going around right now, because while we were there were like 4 other kids that came in with the exact same thing. So I don't know. I think there's like some weird chest infection, viral thing going around. Anyway, as we were leaving the hospital, I had a sore throat. As we were leaving, and we're flying in 2 days. And I was like, it's either going to go one or two ways. Because sometimes, when you get a tickle in your throat and you're like, okay, maybe if I can do Gogra or Lemsip, whatever, early. Them ones where you can do it and it actually works. You can nip it in the bud quick.
Yeah.
So I was like doing all of this stuff. And if it works, it works. Or the other way is, you've been marked, bro, yeah? And it was that, bro. It was the latter.
It's gone too deep.
It's gone too deep. So then the next day it was a cough. And the day after that, it was a fever, blocked nose, all of that. And then Guggen got it like the day after I got it. So it was like a 1 day delay. But it's just been this thing that has just lingered and lasted forever. And now like the sinuses are all over the place. Bro, it got so bad that so at one point me and Guggen went into like the old town area because my parents came as well. So we all went to meet them there. And then we came back because we weren't like 100%. On the way back, we could not tell if the little one had done a poo because there's no sense of smell. Neither of us could smell it.
Oh, shit.
So the only one that can smell something is a taxi driver. And I'm not going to ask him, can you let me know if there's a gun going around in this vehicle right now? Because you can't ask her because she doesn't understand. If you say, have you done a poo-poo? She'll be like, yeah. Have you not done a poo-poo? Yeah. So it's like, right, that's pointless. Yeah. It's like it's hit and miss. Sometimes she'll tell you and it's the truth. But sometimes she'll just say yes because she's learned how to say yes.
Yeah.
So she says yes to everything. So then we were like, I was like, I can't tell. I have no idea. Even if I like put my nose all up in there, bro, yeah, it's not gonna work. So I said to go do the wet finger test, which is exactly what it sounds like. And Gunga was like, I'm not doing that. So then we stopped, and there was like the area that we stopped. There was no baby changing facilities, which is crazy. Like there was a McDonald's, a KFC. There was like this inside shopping mall. And there was just like not in the ladies, not in the men's. There was just no way. So she had to change her in the car. But again, we had no idea whether she'd done a dirty or if it was just like because she was uncomfortable. We could tell that she was uncomfortable, but we didn't know what was up. We opened an nappy cash, bruv. It was nothing. And then at that point you're just like, now we've delayed the driver. Now we've delayed things. I was trying to like find somewhere, so it took ages. But it's great, bro. When you lose a sense like that, it's weird when you're trying to get about your base, your usual business. You don't know whether this is a sugand or a vas, bro. You can't tell.
Has it come back?
It's coming back in bits, man. It's come back in bits. Like there's some things, sometimes randomly I can smell something, but then I can't. But then I was thinking, in Gujarati, we have word for a sugand and a vas is good smell, bad smell. But in English, it's just smell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Right? There isn't, I mean, fragrance, but fragrance isn't necessarily a smell. Fragrance is a very specific type of... But even fragrance, you can have a bad fragrance, can't you? Fragrance typically tends to be good, but I think in Gujarati, there's a very explicit, like...
That's it way.
Yeah. Gand. This is a gand, and this is a sugand. Yeah, so that was my that was the first struggle that I had. And then the second struggle was so we did a surprise for my mom because my mommy lives in Kenya and she came down to Dubai to spend the week with us while we were there. So it was like a surprise for my mom. So it was really nice surprise moment and all the rest of it. And then we decided to, on one of the days that we were like all together, we decided to go, you know that have you been to the Global Village?
Yes. Yeah.
So we decided to go to Global Village. And because you can only go there, I think it's after like 4:00 or something. It's like after it gets like super, like when it starts to cool down a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was chaos, bro. It is mad. It's like a Disneyland. There's so many people. I had no idea. I just thought it was like, I don't know. I actually don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting that many people. I don't think any of us was.
It's madness, isn't it? Like, you know, when you go to all the stalls, you go into this thing and you're like, oh, if I got lost right now, there's no, and I didn't have my phone, there's no hope.
No,
there is no hope.
So basically, for the listeners, the easiest way to describe it is there is essentially every country has their own like building or like space, and inside that they have food, they have entertainment, they have shopping. So it's kind of like a bunch of different things, and it's like for every part of the world. I think they've taken the shortcut with some, because I think at one point it's like North America. It's just like, but I make my mum video, and then like Europe is one big one. We didn't even make it that far. It was too big, man. It's too big with a kid. It's not gonna happen. But yeah, it was intense, man. I had no idea. I thought that this was just gonna be like leisurely, but it was. And then so I said to my mom and my mummy, I said, look, if you get lost, we meet at Bangladesh. Bangladesh is the first place as you go into the entrance, and they bought some stuff from there. And I was like, come back here. If you get lost, if your phone doesn't work, or if you lose your phone, which could happen, right? You don't know. In these thing is foreign country, man.
Yeah.
With elderly parents, you can't take any chances. So I was like, just find your way back to Bangladesh, bruv. Yeah,
Bangladesh,
and we'll do what we need to do. But when we got there, there was a I was trying to figure out what's the most suitable way to have like the babe, the little one kind of moving around with us. We did bring the pushchair, but I was just looking because they have like all these other contraptions. They have like these mobility scooters. They have these like, those cars that have wheels on the bottom. So it's like, it looks like it's a toy car, but it's basically a trolley. So I saw one of them. I was like, that is legit.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe we should get this because she'll enjoy it. It'll be a bit of a fun thing. So after we go through Bangladesh, I saw this couple walk past and their daughter was in there. So I asked the guy, I was like, oh, where did you get this? And then his wife responded. Okay. She was like, oh, we got it from over here. Now, I knew instantly that these mans were from the ends, not our ends, our original ancestral ends, bruv. Yeah, the Gam ends. Yeah, because of and the reason I knew this was because of what came next. So then she's now talking to me, and I don't think he liked that she was talking to me. So then, but bruv, I'm just asking for information. I'm not for my daughter. I'm asking for my daughter. I'm looking at your daughter and I'm saying, where can I get this? And how much was it? And where can I find it? Yeah,
bro, it don't matter.
It don't matter, bro. Yeah, when seeing this shit, he is not happy. So then, I kept asking questions, bruv. He put his arm on his wife and he said, bro. That's what I said. It was good, bro. I knew they were from the ends, man. And I could just tell. That's what he said.
What was the expression on his face?
No, he didn't look at me, bro. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to holler at your Lakshmi, man. Like, I'm not trying.
I'm trying to get my trolley.
Yeah, trolley. I'm trying to get my trolley, bro. I'm not trying to move to your wife, bro.
You know what you should have done, just to diffuse, and just say it's friendly fire. Yeah, you should have called the missus. And got little one, Look. Be like, have your arm around your, just basically stand in a family pose. Yeah. Look, family.
What the family Marochu? Yeah, look, this is my ring. Finger. I come in peace. I don't want no trouble.
If the door's not enough and the ring's not enough, you should got your marriage certificate out.
He was not happy, bro. He was not happy that she was having a few more conversations than he liked. But yeah, that was my.
Was there a mission accomplished though? Did you get the trolley?
No, I think after that I was a bit rattled, man. To be honest, I was like, "What's going on over here?" I was just asking mans for this information, and then I was like,
"You know what? The thing is, you're asking for innocent information, right? It was just there was no fault of your own there.
Yeah,
but it's all about placement, isn't it? How you ask that question you could ask in multiple countries, yeah, and every single time it will be a different scenario, bro. There'll be a scenario where both of them drop everything and take you to escort you.
We'll find you.
Yeah. There'll be a scenario where you ask the woman and the man answers, or they just walk past. There'll be another scenario. They walk, no one answers. It's just about placement, isn't it? Oh man. Now, let me ask you a question. Just going back to the taxi driver, because I wanted to ask you this, where you changed. So you changed the nappy. Did you get him to stop in the car and stop the car to the side and say like go looking for a toilet? And when you couldn't find one, you just said, look, we're gonna have to do it here.
Yeah. No, we did it in the boot, innit?
What did he say?
Nothing. Well, what's he gonna say, bro? What's he gonna say?
Did he get out to inspect as well, just to make sure that you guys didn't leave?
No, he was cash, man. He was just like, he's like, just open. We're like, when you open the boot, because it's gonna be too difficult to do it here.
Imagine if he did get out, and you guys are changing. He's over. It's standing over, just inspecting.
Although you're not leaving dirty everywhere. No, he didn't. He seemed to have full faith in us, man.
Oh, fair. It's Dubai, innit, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Dubai. You lose a hand for that shit out there, bro.
Yeah.
If there's even a slight skin mark on the interiors, you ain't coming back, man. So it was fun though, man. It was nice. That trip to the global village was Was memorable. It was cool though. They have like the performances. So bruv, where do you think we spent most of our time? Global Village. So you have all the countries. Where do you think we spent most of our time?
India.
That's where we went, bruv. We went.
So you saw the Bollywood performances, yeah?
Yeah. We went to India, I think, pretty quickly. We had like...
There's a big stage, wasn't there? There's a big stage on that, no?
There's a big stage in India and there's like loads of stuff in there. And the food is really good. The food was actually really good.
Did you have the pav bhaji?
Yeah. My mummy had the pav bhaji. We had parota and honey chili potatoes.
Oh, nice.
They were legit. I want to know how to make that, man. Like the way that they make it in India.
Yeah. Is it nice?
Yeah. It's banging. It was really good. So yeah, we spent most of our time in India. And then I think we went to... There was a Palestine one, which was cool. Just to kind of see like they had... I originally I thought it was just going to be the same stuff in everyone. But the Palestine one had things from Palestine. And they had like activist t-shirts as well. They had like these chinaware on these like table serving table things. So they had a few cool things. Iran was cool as well. Iran had Persian rugs, which were like next level, but they were like really comfortable, man. But expensive, man.
Yeah.
Persian rugs is not cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap, man. They're nice. You feel them up?
Yeah, man. I was like, I get lanu thai. And then I had to do the sums. I was like, chalo, hello.
I think that thing is unreal. That Global Village is so... You know what? You kind of underestimate it. You know when someone says you should go Global Village? Someone told me to go there when we went.
Yeah.
And we went there, and I was like, wow, this is overwhelming. There's no way we're going to be able to finish this.
No,
in
you
one
can't
day.
finish it.
There's no way. I was like, so we ended up where you did too, bro.
Oh, really? You went to India? Fucking hell,
yeah, that's it.
Go where you're most
There's only one
comfortable.
place. That's it. And you see your people, innit?
You see your man names, bro. I didn't see that guy again, though. I didn't see his wife either.
Do you think he went home and said, Olo, taru pa line mar to? Yeah.
Salo line mar to. Maybe there was some jig. But you don't know. But honestly, you don't know what's been going on. Well, you don't know what led to that moment. You don't know, exactly. Man. She could have been lingering around all the way there, bro, and having conversations with strangers, and he was getting annoyed about it. Yeah, or he could be doing it himself. You don't know, innit?
Oh, it's just been a long day, bro. Yeah, and you want to get the hell out of there.
No, this was going into it, bruv.
Oh, really?
Going into it. I was like, if you're this pissed off going into it, bruv, you're not going to have a good time here because this place is massive.
He could have been hangry, bro, saving himself for the parota, bro.
Parota day, man. Calm his mind. But yeah, it was a good trip, man. It was good.
It was good. A week off. Back at it,
man. Back at it. We had some good feedback from our listeners. So thank you for those who checked in. Was everything okay? Hope you guys are doing well. Which was nice, man. Honestly, sometimes you're like, is anyone even listening to this?
It's basically, we feel like we have to not record for a week to make sure that there is life out there.
Yeah. We can't do that too much because then it will stop. They will go to another podcast.
At least you know, man, if anything goes south, and you know, we don't turn up for whatever reason,
one of our listeners will be like, something's up.
They'll come looking. Yeah, I hope anyone who's got it in for us knows that.
Yeah. We got 3 listeners. Yeah, that checking in on us routinely if we do not drop an episode every week. So
maybe we should make sure that they're in this country as well, man.
We should. I was looking at the stats the other day, bruv. Yeah, and there's consistent listeners in India, which I find pretty interesting. In Mumbai. Regular listeners in Mumbai that are listening to like our episodes. So if you are one of those listeners, shout out to you. One of those 3 probably. Out, I don't know how many there are. But there are some there, and it's frequent. India's up there. I think India's top 3, bruv.
Really?
I think so. Which is surprising. But well, hey ho, innit? Maybe it's just people from here that are traveling. Could be.
I had feedback basically saying that when we speak in Gujarati, it's funny.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was dead, but you know what? You never know, innit?
I sometimes think if someone, because I speak to people that listen, and some of them don't speak Gujarati, and I'm like, how do you follow? Because sometimes we swap so quickly, and if someone is not like fluent, I'm wondering how they're able to kind of like understand, the way that we're dropping it. But clearly it's working. So I'm gonna see if there was anything else that came through.
Has anyone sent anything through?
I think we did get something. There was one, and let's do one thing from the listener stories or last listener.
I feel like the listener stories now have trumped our struggles.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
The listeners need to keep giving us their stories, man.
This some amazing stories.
This is a listener feedback that we've got. Living or moving in with a significant other before marriage and the shit that goes along with it, the trials and tribulations, getting used to each other, especially when you've both lived on your own before.
Ooh. I can imagine how hard it is.
Yeah.
But before you moved in, you knew that there were going to be changes, right? You can't just
but not necessarily. If you've never lived with another person outside of like uni, and then you've lived by yourself, you kind of have this like, I don't know, false sense of, oh no, everything will be it'll just be my life, but now they'll be living with me.
Oh yeah, true.
I don't think.
Is that what you had? Is that what? I mean, you've experienced this more than I have.
Yeah, and
so
100%. Yeah, 100%, because you have expectations which you have no idea. You have no way of knowing what it's like. I mean, you've gone on holiday together, which is fair enough, but living together and all of the stuff that goes with that is a completely different ball game. So there's no way that you can comprehend it until you're actually in it. So when you're like making a commitment to someone, being like, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna live together. It's all well and good to do that. That's fine. But at that moment, you do not know one way or another what it's going to be like. You could imagine that it's going to be great, and you'll be like, oh no, we'll just slide into. She'll just slide in, or I'll just slide into her life, bro. Yeah, like it'll be easy into the cuddler, bro. Yeah, in cash into the cuddler, into the kitchen, bro. Nah, man, it don't happen like that,
bro. Hold on. So you're saying that there's two people who are together. They decided to get married or move in together, right?
They decided to move in together.
They're living individually right now.
Correct.
Both of them.
Yeah.
And you're saying one day they decided to move in.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of ambiguity or anticipation. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're living together, there's no. That's it. From day one, you're like thinking, okay, we're going to move in together. I wonder. So you're saying there's a lot of wondering. That what their what's their cleanliness?
No,
like?
I don't think. No, because you should know the red flags by now. Yeah. Like you should know that your values and you're kind of like.
There's so many nuances.
Your bare essentials should have been figured out. Like the skeletons should be out if you've traveled and you've spent enough time with them. So there shouldn't be any big surprises. Again, this is from my point of view. But you can't cover everything. So there might be some weird things that like, okay, this is all right. I guess this is how it is.
No, I think you can cover everything these days.
Really?
Nothing is off the table. So you've gone through all of that, everything that any couple that are going to move in together have experienced as individuals to get like individuals living on their own, but obviously being a couple,
right?
Like going traveling, holidays. Yeah, like you said, all those bad habits are probably out in the open.
Not
Otherwise,
all of
you
them.
wouldn't even be. Well, most of them.
Not
most of
necessarily.
Them.
Wait, okay, I'll give you an example, right?
No, hold on. Some of them are out of the. Yeah. So you're saying, but what I'm saying then is, I'm actually on the same wavelength, because I'm saying you said you can't figure out the other half of those. You can't. There's no way of telling about the other bad habits that someone's got, right? Or any other kind of habits. There is, because these days we live in a world, where when you go for an interview at a job, you are asked about your leadership skills, Bro, you are asked about
problem solving,
problem solving, critical thinking, Now, you know where I'm going with this, yeah? So one person has to initiate this. And look, we've been together X amount of years now. Yeah, we're going to be moving in together. I know this, and I know you hate this, and I know you like this, blah, 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 and you do this.
Anything missing?
What? Bruv, you can say, what I don't know is, when you come out the bath, and you dry yourself, where is that towel hung? Is it hung A on the door? Is it hung B on the towel rail? Is it hung C on the banister? Is it hung D on the on the radiator in your bedroom? Yeah, bruv, you can. There is a way. All of this stuff, at the end of the day, I'm just saying.
If you're gonna take the time, but you don't. But what you've just explained, you only know that because you've been through it and you've been living with someone and experienced exactly that scenario. And on that note, you know what annoys me, bruv? The fucking towel turbans. The towel turbans. Because those turban towels, whatever they're called, because they don't sit neatly on anything. And it's never in the same place. It's always in my way. It's everywhere, bruv. I feel like we've got 7 of them. There's only one, bruv. Why does this motherfucker follow me around the kitchen? Sorry, the bathroom, bruv. I don't understand it.
You know what I was going to say? I feel like there's 7 of them and I've only got one wife.
You know what? Probably, bro. Maybe there is more than one, man. I don't know. What? Towel turban, not wife. Wife to like bro.
Bro, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I have the same thing. I have 3 because there's 3 obviously in the yard, isn't it?
Towel turbans.
No, and women, obviously. As in 2 daughters and 1 wife, just to clarify.
Yeah, but 3. Bro, you're so fucking Ruparo, bro. No, what's the word I was looking for? Ganuro, bro. Gopio. We got 3 gopis, bro.
They come complete with turby towels. They're turby towels, not turban towels, bro.
What are they called? Turby towels.
That's what Nish calls them.
Okay, fine.
Towels. And they, after use, most things end up in the wash. Yeah. After use, this is the thing is they'll end up on the radiator after use, or they'll end up in the wash, or they'll end up somewhere where, because when think about it, you go downstairs, you take it off, and it just gets left somewhere. And you're right, it never folds, right? Because it's one of those awkward things, shape. And it was always in the way. You see them like, you know what? When you need one,
never there.
When I need one for the girls, never one there. It's never in the place where it needs to be. It's always hanging about, bro, somewhere.
It's just chilling. But you know what it is? It's like, Christmas has that elf, this mischievous. This is what that is doing, bro.
This is hanging around everywhere.
Never where it should be, bro.
It is never.
So back to this. I'm just trying to clarify. You're saying that before moving in, you should be able to have a conversation in which you are clarifying, this is what I know, this is what I don't. Is there anything that I'm missing, and are there any is that can you imagine yourself doing that with Nish before you started living together?
I tell her every day. I should have asked her. The bed needs to be made. Yeah, are the pillows on top?
No, we can't go back. That'll tell you, bro.
No, I'm messing around. Look, I don't know. Look, I think the way, not to that extent, right? But I think we do live in. I feel like we do live in a world, and I'm speaking out of experience because now I got married ages ago. So you do live in a world where people are more calculated, and they do value their own space and decision making, right? More than probably it was done back in the day. And I think if you think about how meticulous this world is, and it's such a big decision now, isn't it? At the end of the day, right? Like,
well, it's not as big as getting married. Getting married is a legal commitment as well as a lifelong commitment.
In this scenario, I'm saying, are they moving in together?
This is saying before marriage, living in or moving in with a significant other before marriage.
Of course, I mean it's not as, but it's still a massive step.
It's a huge step, but I'm saying it's not the next step is marriage if that is what you want to do. But it
could be that they're moving in. They're buying. Some people buy together, bro. That's a huge step as well.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about just maybe it could be that.
Yeah, but anyway, I just think you can ask those questions, man. But you would, I do feel you would have seen a lot of the anything that was a red flag.
But red flag is okay. That's what I'm saying. Red flag, though, you see it.
Yeah,
but I'm saying the kind of shit that we're talking about. You started this episode with your bed making woes, bruv. Yeah, dishwasher loading woes. That kind of stuff is only gonna come out in the moment. It's not gonna come out. It's rarely gonna come out when you're in like honeymoon phase and you're spending like 8 hours or less than that around each other on a daily basis.
To be fair, these things, depending on how each of you are with each other's bad habits or whatever, that because it's never the good habits that you guys that anyone is going to frown upon, right? It's always the bad ones, isn't it?
Those are the things
because that's what. Yeah. So I've got the bed making, etc. Right? It's such a small thing. You can just you just do it yourself. That's the whole point. Yeah. Whereas my bad habits that someone this would call out of me is my timekeeping, my time management, or the order of how I do things, or
there's a list.
There's a list, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm struggling right now, but I mean, she'll get the whole list out, bro. Yeah,
she's writing it right now, bro. She adds to it every day. I can just finish writing mine.
She needs to quit on the list, bro, and start. It's not my list. There's not much. Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. It's. Go on. You were going to say something. I interrupted you anyway.
I was going to say that I think you can. There are things that will come out as a consequence of you living together that you would not have otherwise anticipated, good and bad. Mm-hmm. And I think you only discover those once you have lived together. And it's good in some ways where you can do that before marriage. Like, okay, so I'll give you an example, because you were saying, well, maybe you can cover most of the stuff. What if you've never experienced one of you being really unwell and really sick? Like, I'm talking about jara situation, right? Where it's like, okay, there's jara, or there's like vomiting, or there's something where it's like there is excretion of bodily fluids, and you're seeing the person at a state where you would never normally see them, because they would not be prepared to see you or meet with you in that halat. That isn't something that is going to happen unless you're living with them, and you get to see that, and you get to deal with that, and you get to respond and react and support and comfort and do all of the rest of it, and they get to see how well you respond to them in that state.
Very true.
So that you won't get. I don't think you'll get to understand and get to see that, and hopefully it's a pleasant experience in terms of you feel supported through that, and But everyone's gonna get sick, bro. My nakoris is gone right now. It's gonna happen, bro.
I mean, it was nice of Gogan to escort you into the room and turn the mic on and everything, bro.
Yeah, because of my nakori, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm sure. Hopefully, Nish does that for me. No, I know what you mean, man. It's one of those things where you're right, because that in itself will teach everything you need to know about someone, because it's a new experience where you haven't gone through that experience together. And to be fair, if that person is someone you're moving in with 9 times out of 10, man, they're gonna respond in that positive way, where they look past everything you're going through to just make you feel comfortable, make sure everything's, does that make sense? Yeah. All the gustio that you got is what it is. So they're going to make you feel comfortable at the end of the day, because you're not just going to move in with anyone. You've taken that step because that is the next step to take. And that's where you are in your relationship.
Yeah. It's cool. I agree. What I would say is if you are in that situation, and I don't know because that's not what's said here, but it just says the trials and the tribulations. So I'm assuming there are some trials and tribulations. That is okay. It's not natural for you to just seamlessly, harmoniously start living together and be hunky-dory, because I don't know. I haven't experienced that. I don't know anyone else that has experienced, because you're two people, especially if you've both lived by yourself. Like maybe if you've lived with your parents, then it's different. But if you've lived by yourself, you have now established an existence that is independent. And now that is changing. So when that changes, there are going to be things, small and large, that aren't going to be the same for both of you. And that's going to take time to figure out, and that's going to take time to calibrate. So there are going to be trials and tribulations. I mean, there's ito original shit, bro. That's on the regs.
I don't think those tribulations will be something where you're thinking you made a mistake on day one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, that's a you problem.
Yeah,
and not.
Yeah.
Does that make unless?
But you get. All right. Oh, hold up. But you can get stressed. For a split second, bro. Yeah, you'll be like,
no. Yeah, I think you will go through that. You know why? You either go through two different scenarios, yeah, where it's like, shit, I can't do that right now. I can't do that anymore because okay, you know what I mean? You know when you're living on your own, you have your routine.
Yeah,
that routine does evolve. It has to evolve when someone else is in the
100%.
Yeah,
you're not in control. You're not in control of it.
You do regress a bit because it's you're basically being taught, you know, a new skill or a new routine or something against the grain, right? Yeah. You're going against the grain a little bit, and you feel it's not natural, but you have to get set in because you're so set in your ways. You know, some people don't deal with that very well because it's from a commitment perspective as well. It starts to circulate in here, like, have I made a mistake I was happy before? You know, do you understand? You start having those thoughts in your head, and actually, it's just you just need to ride that out.
Yeah.
And you'll know that, okay, no, this is the next level, and this is the next phase of growth for both of us, etc. And we're just, you know, we're just adjusting. It's adjustment, isn't it, man? And then you adjust again, isn't it? And I think from that point onwards, when you do move in with someone else, I think that adjustment just it just evolves as time goes on, and that evolvement and that change, you just get so used to it, and you adapt so quickly to it. To the point where, you know, it's a daily thing, isn't it?
It's a daily calibration. It's a constant.
It's a daily calibration,
It's a daily thing, and you you're right. You just get used to it, and you're like, okay, you get better. And so I'll give you an example. So lately, I've been getting in the doghouse, because, and I'm openly admitting, but I'm not fucking perfect, I'm not. So sometimes what happens, Gaga will say all the time, but sometimes what happens is it's either when I've come home from work, or I've just put baby to bed, or there's a situation where she is in the middle of doing stuff in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then my natural instinct isn't always to be like, oh yeah, let me help. It isn't. Sometimes maybe I'm coming down from working and I'm in like the middle of the day, or it's lunchtime or whatever. And the other day that I was like, there was some crisps. So she was like doing everything, and I just saw the crisps. I started eating the crisps. She goes, "Can you help? Can you help me, please?" Then I felt bad. I was like, "Yeah, you should do it." And then today, bro, today I was like, I caught myself doing the same. I caught myself just like standing around, and I was like, "No, you need to, you know." So it does. It does change, and maybe I'll trip up again. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I think it's important to know that it's a journey. It's not.
It's catchy. Yeah.
It's not something that's going to be fixed instantly and, you know, done forever. Like, there's going to be regressions, there's going to be relapses, but the commitment is that you are trying to work on it. You're trying to be a better person. You're trying to be a better husband. You're trying to be a better partner. You're trying to be supportive and all the rest of it. So, and there'll be days where you slip up and you fuck up, and that's fine. And they will do the same thing, right? And it's okay.
You know what it is? It all depends on a lot of factors as well. Because when you're well rested, happy, you catch yourself doing. You will be so proactive and you get things done. Like, you know what I mean? You won't. But when I'm not saying. I said what? Forget the happy bit. I think it's more when you're well rested and your thought process in your mind, and you just become more considerate because you're bouncing off each other, innit? At the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I do that sometimes. When like Nish is cooking's not my thing, but I don't mind cutting things. But there's days where she's cooking and doing the thing, cooking and cutting and all that kind of stuff. But then there's days where I'll stand around, because she's got it on, all under control. But then there's days I'll go and does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then days where I'm just standing around, but while you're standing there, can you pass me the yogurt? Can you pass me the veg? Okay, that's cash, man. It's cash. Yeah. But then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. I get it.
You just got to remind yourself to be proactive. And
and you know what? You're so set in your ways that it's a small step. It's a small, but obviously, man's want you to move mountains, isn't it? Very quickly and get under manners. It's like a new skill, a new muscle that you're exercising.
Yeah. So there are trials and tribulations. They exist.
But just in my defense, like the reason I can't focus all my energy there when I'm, how he said it's because I'm putting all my energy into making the bed right.
I knew you were gonna go back full circle to where we started.
But yeah, no, it makes sense, man. Look, at the end of the day, the doghouse is there for a reason, isn't it? We know where we belong.
We know where we belong, man. I've got a ring on my doghouse, bro.
A ring doorbell?
Yeah. That's how I know, innit? When someone can come and let me out. It might be the little one. It's most likely going to be her. She thinks it's playtime.
You need to change me.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Yeah. I can't tell whether she needs a change still, bro. I think that's us, man.
That is us, man. That is us.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing your feedback. Again, please keep giving your questions. Any questions like that one, any stories, any struggles. The more that you share, the better this podcast gets. So please take the time to do that. We'll keep things anonymous. And we will see you next time. Share the struggle, find the funny. Buy yourself a nice Christmas sweatshirt, and we'll see you next week. I'm just trying to plug it, man. Come on, bruv. Okay. Why not? Just buy something. Jarak le liyo ne. Tamne su lage chaya. No, that's fine.
Shout out to to everyone that has ordered.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for supporting the pod. And when you're wearing it, just let people know the origin and where it comes from. And it will help
Raj
us.
put a lot of thought into the design, and it's nice to see that it resonates with people as well. Yeah. So just want to say thank you for the support.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate all the Spotify stats that we've seen being shared. So please keep that coming. We will endeavor to do bigger and better things next year. I'm talking like it's the end of the year episode, but it's not. But it feels like we're getting there.
It's like the countdown to the end of the year, man.
It is. Anyway, let's go now, bruv. My knack is done, bruv. See you next week, people. Bye.
Peace.